In 2019 I posted a long list on Twitter where I showed a lot of features that were in career mode in FIFA 11 but weren't in FIFA anymore years later. Now another 4 years later, some of these features have actually been added back into the game, but there are still 8 amazing features we need back in career mode. The first feature is sponsors. Before each season you had to sign a sponsorship contract with multiple sponsors offering you a contract with different objectives you need to achieve and different bonuses you would get if you complete the objectives. So once you completed one objective, the bonus gets added to your transfer budget. And with every new season you will also get new or updated objectives. You could actually see a live draw when you were playing in a domestic or European Cup. This is one of my favorite features we had back in the day, as it actually doesn't take that long and is quite exciting to watch, especially if you are a smaller team who is trying to do an amazing cup run. In FIFA 11 you also had team chemistry, which more or less means how well your team is working together. This rating decreases when you sign new players or play youth academy players. And of course, when you play the same players for a while, this rating increases. A small but handy little feature in my opinion. Back in FIFA 11 you could also decide whether to set the ticket prices to high, medium or low. Changing these had a few effects. First off, if you put the ticket prices too high, the overall fan rating that was back then in the game would decrease. This of course could be a disadvantage later in the season when you are on the verge of getting sacked, as you would have less support from the fans. But if you put the ticket prices on high, your transfer budget would increase. This could then help you sign that one big player your team was still needing, which could result in more wins and possibly even trophies. One thing we really need in career mode is a place to see all the trophies you have won in your save. Back in FIFA 11 there actually was a trophy room. This was a menu where you could see every competition you have won throughout the years of your save. On the right you could also see with which club you won each competition and in which season. A cool overview we had back in FIFA 11 was the expected growth curve. This was a graphic you could only see for youth academy players, but could help you decide whether to promote someone to the first team or not. The graphic would show the rating they expect each youth player to have in the next 5 seasons. This rating was of course just a prediction, and it could change depending on how much playing time the player gets in the first team, if he is performing well and if his morale is good. I think this could be good to have in career mode nowadays, especially with dynamic potential often changing the future of your players. With this type of graphic you might decide earlier whether you want to keep a certain player too or sell him now. Of course this would also be handy when you have all the players in your squad and see how many ratings they would go down in the next few seasons. My favorite feature in FIFA 11 career mode was the fame status. As you start your career mode save, your fame status would be 0 or like amateur or beginner level. But you could gain these fame points by winning a match, drawing a match, winning against a rival, but also winning a trophy, get promoted to a higher division, signing a big player or complete one of the board objectives. Eventually your fame level would increase and you could go from an amateur manager to a legendary manager. And the best part of this feature was that you would actually need to play a lot of games to actually reach the legendary status, and this would keep you interested and engaged in the save, as you sort of have an end goal to reach in your save. But not only that, reaching a new fame level actually helps you in your career mode as well. You would get benefits that would get better with each higher fame level you reach. These benefits are that you would have a bigger influence when doing transfer talks and trying to sign a new player, that the board of your club have more confidence in you as a manager and the chances of you getting sacked would decrease, and you would also see an increase in your transfer budget. And especially the first benefit is very realistic, as you often see players willing to join a new club because of the manager who is actually at the club. And the last feature is that you could export your career mode team. Of course you couldn't really share it online back in FIFA 11, but if this would be implemented today, it could be a huge improvement for career mode, as people could create scenarios for each other, share their favorite career mode teams with their friends and prove that their 90 rated youth academy player is the best player in the game. So which feature would you want to see back in career mode? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to my channel to not miss any other career mode content, and I will see you at the next video.